Welcome back to Chamber Connection. I'm joined now by Tom Jordan, a partner over at DiGiovine Hnilo, Jordan & Johnson, or DHJJ, for those of us around the business a little bit.
Let's stick with DHJJ.
DHJJ today. Tell us a little bit, what do those names come together and what do you guys do over there? And you've been doing it for 40 years.
We are a CPA firm, primarily located in Naperville. We have a second office in St. Charles, serving mostly the Chicagoland area. We do have clients across the country. We've even got some international clients at this point. So with the global economy today, we can service pretty much any of the needs that people have in the accounting profession.
For our viewers at home, the personal tax line services, or do you offer that for the residents, or are you mainly business, or are you open to just the customer coming in saying, I need some tax help and really want to start working on that? Or is it really just a commercial entity?
Well, about 70% of our business is businesses. But we do have a very large individual tax practice. We have a number of people who specialize in that area with things like tax planning, compliance, and we certainly welcome the opportunity to take care of just about anyone that has
and I want to touch on planning, because I think that's the key word that you just said. I think for most folks at home, tax season starts when they show up at your office. They don't think. Businesses are very good at thinking about it year-round to some extent, especially if they've retained good talent. But how important is it to start thinking now about our taxes and not waiting until you have to file on April 15th? Or
once you get to December 31st, it's a little too late. So we encourage our clients to think about it proactively. We try to be proactive with them. We spend time with them at least once a year before the end of the year when you can actually do something about it. And we try to take that extra step with them to give them some ideas to think about in the future.
And speaking of ideas and different things out there, I know oftentimes home-based businesses and people that are running a second business, they're working full-time for somewhere, but they've started something on the side. How many different tax opportunities and things do they need to be thinking about out there, and the importance of using a CPA from your firm or firms out there versus just your local accountant? I think oftentimes the folks that are running that small business at home, the friend down the street does their taxes every year for them, so they'll do their business too, but that's really a mistake.
One of the nice things about our firm is that we're still primarily local, but we're large enough that we've got a number of individuals who specialize in different areas. So we're able to afford specialized talent that can help people in various areas that come up.
You talk about being local, but yet also having that national perspective and even international customers. If people haven't been around Naperville very long, or really the DuPage County area, they may not recognize DHJJ as common as we do. But you guys are everywhere, and I think how important is being involved in the community to the partners, and not just from a growing business, but you live in the area and you're part of this. How important is the community to you?
I don't know if we could name a charity or an organization here that we're not involved in. We've got people on Little Friends, Rotary, Loaves and Fishes. We do a food drive every year during tax season, so we can help them out. Certainly the Chamber and NEF and all those good organizations.
Well, and one of the things that we are really appreciative that you jumped right into is our Young Entrepreneurs Academy. And I think it's, people don't realize, that accountants and attorneys and those are some of the greatest entrepreneurs out there. The intellectual capital that is brought to the table, and we really appreciate from the Chamber perspective you guys get involved in that. What was interesting and exciting about that for you guys?
Well, certainly our younger people. We're always looking to see who our emerging leaders are going to be. And the young entrepreneurs is just a perfect opportunity for them to grow and be challenged and meet new people.
So after 40 years of doing this as a company, what's the next thing down the line that really gets you guys excited to come into work the next day? I mean, the tax climate is evolving every day.
Yeah. Well, certainly from a business perspective, with the internet and internet-based products, for instance, we represent one of the largest internet accounting services that are out there. It's a web-based package called Intact. We're very specialized with QuickBooks. QuickBooks is now going to upgrade their service online.
Okay.
And we've got a number of individuals who are very in touch with that market.
You know, I want to talk about relationships a little bit. As a company, you guys have formed great relationships out in the community, but I talk to small business owners all the time, and I talk to residents and friends out there who the relationship with their tax professional is one that they typically don't want. You know, it's like it's something you have to do. You have to just go do your taxes. But I've also then, you talk to the folks that have that strong relationship, and they typically end up better at the end of the year and through audit process things. So how important is that relationship climate for your clients and DHJJ?
That's one of the largest things we emphasize within our firm and with our team members. Some of my clients have been my clients since I got into the profession 35 years ago.
Wow,
and a number of them are well-known people here in town that I've developed business relationships, but more importantly, friendships, so that it's important for me to take care of them. And I know lots of things about their life and their business.
Sometimes know more than we the folks even probably want you to know, but that's a good thing because you can look around the corner for them before they have to, and you wouldn't be as successful as you were if you constantly weren't doing the right things for after 40 years. So I want to thank you again for your commitment to this community. Thank you for loaning out Anne Marie Seawick for us once in a while, and how active she gets out there.
She's everywhere, isn't she?
You talked about your team. You have a great team. So Tom, thanks for being here with us today at Chamber Connection, and the folks at home, get in there and get your taxes done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. We will be right back with Chamber Connection right after this.